And let's come back and focus on individual stocks. IT is played for a rebound today. So HCL Technology, Tech Mahindra, Infosys are all higher by anywhere between 1 to 2%, but they have gone through their period of pain. So discussing the IT sector in greater detail, we are now joined by Mr. Vineet Nayyar, the Executive Vice Chairman of Tech Mahindra. Good morning and thanks for joining up. Very recently, Infosys has stirred up the hornet's nest by guiding for lower margins in the second half of the year and also for a weak Q3. How is the demand environment as you see it?
You know, we don't make any forward projections, unlike Infosys. So at this point of time, I cannot say how we will perform. But by and large, I do believe that business is doing all right. But please don't take it as an indicator either ways.
Okay, fair enough. But the visa woes are back in the US. If passed in the current form, what do you think the impact could be?
Mercifully, I think it won't be passed under the current presidency. The new presidency depends on who comes. It could undergo a change. So I'm not holding my breath on the change, and at least we have gained a year and a half. Let's see how it turns out finally.
Okay, coming back to the company, Tech Mahindra is focused on improving their margins. In the prior quarter, your EBIT margins stood at 13.7%. How much further can margins improve from here?
We are working hard at it. How much they will improve, I cannot tell.
Okay, just any rough indication, any numbers to work with?
No, we don't. You know better than I that we don't make any forward projections.
Okay, well, the deal wins in Q2 were at about $300 million. How are the deal wins in Q3 and what is the pipeline looking like now?
It's quite positive.
Okay, so positive deal traction there, but the communication vertical has showed growth in the prior quarters. Will it sustain in the quarters to come, and is the company still facing any kind of delays in decision making for deal closures in this particular segment, which is the communication segment?
Communication segment of the industry has been a bit tardy, but we hope it will recover very soon.
Okay. Going ahead, say for the next 2 to 3 quarters, run us through the pressure points that you expect.
In business, pressure points are everywhere. I really can't isolate them, but US is looking very, very good. Europe economy is a bit down, but I see that as a positive because they will be turning to more cost-effective solutions which we provide, which Indian industry provide, than they were doing earlier. Insofar as Australia is concerned, though the demand is decent, their currency has come down quite a bit. So the profitability will come down, but nonetheless demand looks okay. So net I am positive.
Okay, so how do you see India, specifically the domestic market, shaping up, considering that there have been many headwinds in the past?
Indian market is a very tiny segment of the business we do, so I really don't have an opinion on it. If something very critical for the country comes up, we will be there. But otherwise, we are quite occupied doing work in the rest of the globe.
Come year end, we start looking ahead for next year's budget. Any sense directionally, if you could help us with how FY17 budgets are likely to be?
I think things are looking good. US, American continent is very good, as I said. Europe, I see it as a positive for us. Australia is good. Middle East and Asia is always very competitive, and it is a somewhat tiny segment of our entire portfolio. So net, if you put all these together, I think the scene is not bad.
So you can expect a better FY17 over FY16?
I'm praying for it. You also pray for it.
All right, Ms. Nayyar, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll take a break now, but one of the big losers this year has been Kaveri Seeds. In fact, the management lowered its FY17 guidance as well for cotton seeds. We'll touch base with C. Mithun Chand, the whole-time director of Kaveri Seeds, to find out what's been plaguing the company.